The day Nigeria stood still, Nnamdi Kanu and the final witness. There are days that etch themselves into a nation's soul. Quiet, serious and stormy days. June 13th, 2024 was one of those days. The halls of justice in Nigeria pulsed with tension. All eyes turned to Abuja, where inside the Federal High Court, a historic trial reached a stunning turning point. After years of arrests, transfers and international headlines, the federal government of Nigeria officially closed its case against Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Just like that, the government said, "We have said all we have to say." 5 witnesses, months of legal drama, countless court sessions, and it ended in silence. No final blast, no fireworks, no surprise witnesses. Just the quiet drop of a legal curtain. But the 5th and final witness wasn't an ordinary man. Known only by the initials EEE, he was a senior intelligence officer from the Department of State Services, sent from Abuja straight into the heart of the storm, Nigeria's southern states, just after the unforgettable End SARS protests. His mission? To uncover the destruction, the dead, the chaos, and maybe, just maybe, tie it all back to one man. He stood in court, face partially shielded, identity protected. But what he described chilled the room. Between 2020 and 2021, Nigeria lost 128 policemen, 37 military officers and 10 DSS agents during the unrest. A staggering 164 police stations were reduced to rubble. 19 independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) offices were also destroyed. Documents and death certificates, collected and now admitted into evidence, told a story of national trauma. But beneath all the numbers, the question lingered like fog. Was Nnamdi Kanu truly responsible for it all? Under cross-examination, the witness began to falter. One by one, the defense team peeled away the layers. "Were you the investigator of these events?" "No, I was only assigned to report the aftermath." "Did you personally hear Nnamdi Kanu ordering attacks?" "I heard his broadcasts, but no, I didn't investigate him directly." "Do you know if the people who acted during the End SARS protests did so because of Kanu's words?" "I don't know." The key to the prosecution's case had turned into its softest point. He admitted he never investigated other figures like Aisha Yusufu, who were vocal during the protest. He conceded that IPOB had no known involvement in places like Lagos, Ibadan or Osun. And when asked whether End SARS was a Biafra issue, his silence spoke louder than words. Yet he had a theory. He said there are 2 causes of an insurrection, the visible and the hidden. Police brutality may have been the trigger, but incitement from voices like the defendants, those were the underlying cause. The air grew colder in that courtroom. Because what was at stake now wasn't just a man's guilt, but whether words could truly be weighed as weapons. When the dust settled, Chief Adegboyega Awomolo, the federal government's lead prosecutor, rose slowly and announced, "The prosecution is satisfied with the avalanche of evidence presented, and with this, we close our case." And that was it. No final bombshell, no dramatic outburst, just a line that echoed through legal history. "We close our case." Across from him, the lead defense lawyer, Chief Kanu Agabi, stood with quiet conviction. "We intend to file a no-case submission," he said. It was the defense's way of saying, "You have brought your best, and it is not enough." Justice James Omotosho nodded, then fixed a new date, July 18th, 2024. That's when the next chapter would begin, when the court would decide if the defense had a case to answer. Outside the courthouse, Nigerians waited. Some hoped for justice. Some demanded freedom, and many millions just wanted peace. Because this wasn't just about Nnamdi Kanu. It was about a country split down the middle, about a people still recovering from years of unrest, division, and distrust. It was about how far Nigeria was willing to go to silence a voice or listen to it. And as the sun set that day over Abuja, one truth remained. No matter what the court decides, the story of Nigeria, Biafra and justice is far from over. But maybe, just maybe, this was the beginning of something better. A legal system tested, a people awakened, a nation still standing.